Hi folks, welcome to RJA Impact. Today we're going to be talking about the Illuminati and the New World Order. History. The Illuminati, which is the plural of the Latin Illuminatus, which means enlightened, is a name given to several groups, both real and fictitious. Historically, the name originates with the Bavarian Illuminati, a secret society founded on the 1st of May 1776 in Bavaria. The society's goals were to oppose superstition, obscurantism, religious influence over public life, and abuses of state power. The order of the day, they said, is to put an end to the machinations of the purveyors of injustice, to control them without dominating them. During subsequent years, the group was generally vilified by conservative and religious critics who claimed that the Illuminati continued underground and were even responsible for the French Revolution. They were banned in Bavaria with the encouragement of the church, although continued despite this, with many influential intellectuals and progressive politicians counting themselves as members. The original leader was a man called Adam Weishaupt. The Illuminati were originally called the Bund der Perfectibilisten, but they changed their name as they found it too strange. In May 1776, the original 5 founders took the Owl of Minerva as their symbol. The members used aliases within the society. Weishaupt became Spartacus and the other 4 became Ajax, Agathon, Tiberius and Erasmus Roterodamus. In April 1778, the order became the Illuminatenorden, or the Order of the Illuminati. Interestingly, one of the original names contemplated for the Illuminati was the B Order, which today wouldn't seem to capture the same gravitas as Illuminati does. The group started to recruit and adopted similar ritualistic ceremonies and hierarchies for its members as the Freemasons. In fact, the group developed lodges and also created affiliations with a number of Freemason lodges. Initially, the group spread widely and had affiliate groups in other countries such as the UK and New England, US. It grew widely in Bavaria, with a lot of its members holding positions of significant power in civic and court positions. Eventually, the group disintegrated through infighting amongst its leaders and the continued pressure of the church, who influenced the Bavarian state to ban it. It wasn't helped by its own members' indiscretions, which meant there was a lot of public disquiet with the amount of influence it had garnered. Modern day. In the modern day, Illuminati has referred to various organisations which have claimed, or have been claimed to be, connected with the original Bavarian Illuminati or other secret societies. These organisations have often been alleged to conspire to control world affairs by masterminding events and planting agents in governments and corporations in order to gain political power and influence and to establish a new world order. Some theories espouse the views that the Illuminati in the 20th century was led by Jewish leaders that propped up communist states and prolonged the Cold War during that time. Today's theories surround in particular some collegiate fraternities like Skull and Bones, gentlemen's clubs like the Bohemian Club, and think tanks like the Council on Foreign Relations or the Trilateral Commission of the American Upper Class are front organisations of the Illuminati, which they accuse of plotting to create a new world order through a one-world government. In fact, a lot of fraternal societies in the US today claim to have links to the original Illuminati or have Illuminati as a level within their organisations. Events claimed to have been orchestrated by the Illuminati include the French Revolution, Waterloo, the assassination of JF Kennedy, and an infiltration of Hollywood in order to hasten the move to the New World Order. New World Order. The New World Order is really an umbrella term that refers to a number of visions of the world provided by theorists, generally underpinned by membership of the Illuminati in one form or another. Let's look at a number of the associated theories and organisations surrounding the Illuminati and the New World Order. End times. This theorises that, as mentioned in a number of books in the Bible, Ezekiel, Daniel, Revelations, and the Synoptic Gospels, that end times are coming. A number of influential people have made a pact with the devil and are merely pawns in an ongoing chess game which is eventually going to lead to a dystopian end time led by the unholy trinity of Satan, the Antichrist and the false prophet. Freemasonry. There are huge numbers of theories relating to Freemasonry, but in this context the most prevalent is the allegations that Freemasons have a hidden political agenda and are conspiring to bring about a new world order, a world government organised according to Masonic principles or governed only by Freemasons. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion is an anti-Semitic publication originally in Russian and dating from 1903. This states that there is a Judaic Masonic pact to rule the world on behalf of all Jews as they are the chosen people of God. The protocols have long been proven a hoax and were created to support the Russian hierarchy's propaganda at that time. Despite this, belief in their authenticity persists. Round Table. During the late 19th and early 20th century, English-born mining magnate and politician Cecil Rhodes advocated the British Empire re-annexing the United States of America and reforming itself into an imperial federation to bring about a hyperpower and lasting world peace. British statesman Alfred Milner and British official Lionel George Curtis were the architects of the Round Table movement, a network of organisations promoting closer union between Britain and its self-governing colonies. The Council on Foreign Relations began in 1917 with a group of New York academics who were asked by President Woodrow Wilson to offer options for the foreign policy of the United States in the interwar period. This was originally envisioned as a group of American and British scholars and diplomats, some of whom belonged to the Round Table movement. Some American social critics, such as Lawrence H. Shoup, argue that the Council on Foreign Relations is an imperial brain trust, which has for decades played a central behind-the-scenes role in shaping US foreign policy choices for the post-World War II international order and the Cold War by determining what options show up on the agenda and what options do not even make it to the table. The Open Conspiracy. In his 1928 book, The Open Conspiracy, British writer and futurist H.G. Wells promoted cosmopolitanism and of the blueprints for a world revolution and world brain to establish a technocratic world state and planned economy. Wells' books were influential in giving a second meaning to the term New World Order, which would only be used by state socialist supporters and anti-communist opponents for generations to come. New Age. British neo-theosophical occultist Alice Bailey, one of the founders of the so-called New Age movement, prophesied in 1940 the eventual victory of the Allies of World War II over the Axis powers, which did occur in 1945, and the establishment by the Allies of a political and religious New World Order. Bailey's writings, along with the American writer Marilyn Ferguson's 1980 book The Aquarian Conspiracy, contributed to conspiracy theorists of the Christian right viewing the New Age movement as the false religion that would supersede Christianity in a new world order. New Age conspiracy theorists, such as the makers of documentary films like Esoteric Agenda, claim that globalists who plot on behalf of the New World Order are simply misusing occultism for Machiavellian ends, such as adopting 21st of December 2012 as the exact date for the establishment of the New World Order for the purpose of taking advantage of the growing 2012 phenomenon, which had its origins in the fringe Mayist theories of New Age writers Jose Arguelles, Terence McKenna and Daniel Pinchbeck. Fourth Reich. Conspiracy theorists often use the term Fourth Reich simply as a pejorative synonym for the New World Order, to imply that its state ideology and government will be similar to Germany's Third Reich. Conspiracy theorists, such as American writer Jim Marrs, claim that some ex-Nazis who survived the fall of the Greater German Reich, along with sympathisers in the United States and elsewhere, are given haven by organisations like Odessa and Die Spin have been working behind the scenes since the end of World War II to enact at least some principles of Nazism. Alien invasion. Since the late 1970s, extraterrestrials from other habitable planets or parallel dimensions, such as Greys, and interterrestrials from Hollow Earth, such as reptilians, have been included in the New World Order conspiracy in more or less dominant roles, as in the theories put forward by American writers Stan Deyo and Milton William Cooper and British writer David Icke. Skeptics who adhere to the psychological hypothesis for unidentified flying objects argue that the convergence of the New World Order conspiracy theory and UFO conspiracy theory is a product of not only the era's widespread mistrust of governments and the popularity of the extraterrestrial hypothesis for UFOs, but of the far right and ufologists actually joining forces. Brave New World. Anti-science and neo-Luddite conspiracy theorists emphasise technology forecasting in their New World Order conspiracy theories. They speculate that the global power elite are reactionary modernists pursuing a transhumanist agenda to develop and use human enhancement technologies in order to become a post-human ruling caste. At the same time, change accelerates towards a technological singularity, a theorised future point of discontinuity when events will accelerate at such a pace that normal unenhanced humans will be unable to predict or even understand the rapid changes occurring in the world around them. Conspiracy theorists fear the outcome will either be the emergence of a brave new world-like dystopia, a brave new world order, or the extinction of the human species. Conclusion. Many people seem to believe that the United States is ruled from behind the scenes by a conspiratorial elite with secret desires, i.e. by a small secretive group that wants to change the government system or puts the country under the control of a world government. In the past, the conspirators were usually said to be crypto-communists who were intent upon bringing the United States under a common world government with the Soviet Union, but the dissolution of the USSR in 1991 undercuts that theory. Most conspiracy theorists changed their focus to the United Nations as the likely controlling force in a new world order, an idea which is undermined by the powerlessness of the UN and the unwillingness of even moderates within the American establishment to give it anything but a limited role. Some conspiracy theorists go further than this and view the history of the world as the history of warfare between secret societies. Other scholars who have studied the global power elite claim that established upper-class families with old money, who founded and financed the Bilderberg Group, Bohemian Club, Club of Rome, Council on Foreign Relations, Rhodes Trust, Skull and Bones, Trilateral Commission, and similar think tanks and private clubs are Illuminati conspirators plotting to impose a totalitarian New World Order. Our conclusion, despite all the hypothesized theories that come from all directions, is New World Order, conspiracy theory.